Hi guys, by the road doing my Black Syrian duties, and since morning I wanted to make a video, right? Cause yeah, go hear vehicle in the background. Cause this morning was so hectic, and then I was thinking about something that one of my friends told me. One of my really good friends. She's like, girl, I just watch your pictures and I just be so jealous because you're having so much fun, and I feel like if I can't have fun, because there's so much things in life that is so stressful right now, and I can do this and I can do that, and you're able to do this and you're able to do that. And I automatically felt bad because I was like, am I putting on a perception to people that seems unattainable? And then I had to draw back from what I was thinking and actually tell her, listen, I want you to understand that a picture is only like a second, and there's so many takes in a picture. A picture only tells you what the person in the picture wants to tell you. I can tell you whatever I want to tell you in a picture. I can make you see whatever I want to make you see in a picture. It doesn't tell the whole story, right? It doesn't tell my background. It doesn't tell what I'm experiencing presently. I can make you see what I want you to see through a picture. So I had to tell her, listen, and there's no reason to feel jealous or to feel less than because you see Miss Belgrave or Tanika or Meno or Black Sea, and however you call me, is posting these pictures. I'm only posting to share of my experiences, to share of some of the things that we have in Grenada, because I have a lot of friends all over the world, right? I have people in Ghana, I have people in Nigeria, people in Uruguay, right? I have people in Egypt, and I have friends who love seeing things about Grenada, love seeing some of the experiences that I experience with my family, with my friends, right? And the reason why I wanted to post this video now was because of the morning that I was having, right? Because I was explaining to that friend, listen, you do not know this, but I go through so much, and I've never been diagnosed, but I know at one point in my life, within the last 2 years, I felt extremely depressed. And one of the reasons why it might seem like I'm freeing it up or living it up is because of what I've experienced. And this morning was one of the times that was a low morning for me because of the how much I had to get done. And once I posted on Facebook, once I get out of the house in the morning time, that's the hardest part of my day, right? And this morning was one of those mornings, right? I got up, right? I got up around 5 o'clock, went out, started making lunch, make breakfast, and unfortunately, I had a lot of things to do this morning, because I sold the evening before and I was unable to prepare for the day as I should. Actually, I shouldn't lie. I'm one of those persons that has so much of things to do that I feel like if I can't prepare for the day as I should. So it was one of those mornings where a lot of things was backed up on me. So I had to get up, I made breakfast, I made lunch. I also had to wash the dishes because the night before, unfortunately, yes, I'm one of those nasty people. I know people just call people nasty when they leave boys in their sink overnight. I had to wash the dishes from overnight, along with washing the dishes that I made breakfast with, that I made lunch with, right? I still had to go iron my work clothes, the children clothes. I have 4 children, for the people who don't know. I had to do that. And unfortunately, this morning, my husband had no part in helping get the kids ready, because he took a morning job all week this morning. So all week, all morning for the week, right? So he was unable to help me. So I had all of these things to do to get out of the house by 8:30 for the latest, right? I had to drop the kids to school, right? And guys, by the time I left the house, I was depleted. I had nothing left in me. I was so frustrated. I felt like if I needed to go back home and not even bother with the day again. And that made me think about the conversation that I had with that friend, who was just thinking that everybody's, not just mine, but everybody's life except hers is perfect because she's watching their posts and their pictures. And my advice is that, guys, don't pay attention to anybody, right? And obviously, there would be people in the world who might have so-called perfect lives or easy lives where things would flow easy for them, and they might not have to worry so much as it relates to money and and taking care of the kids and working and so on. There are people whose lives are quite easier, but that does not mean that we need to sit in our homes and compare ourselves and make ourselves less because of it. We're all placed in different situations for a reason. And we don't want to be the ones who are poor. We don't want to be the ones who are stressed, who have to struggle more. But God didn't make a single mistake when He made any one of us. He didn't make a single mistake when He sent different situations to us. Everything that is happening in our lives are happening for a reason. And one thing that I do before I even go out to work or reach into the classroom or reach wherever I'm going is sit, relax, and meditate and ensure that I calm myself first and get ready for that day of work. So what I needed to do first this morning was, even before stepping into the classroom, sometimes I pray before going into the classroom. Sometimes I literally just sit and breathe, sit and relax, because I don't want to take out any of my frustrations or the things that I've experienced early in the morning on the children in the classroom or people out there, because they did not put me in that situation. They did not cause me to have the frustrations that I had. And I realized that a lot of us are unable to separate the things that are happening in our lives, and we're unable to think through as well as process and try to figure out how we can make ourselves less stressed in a way, because no matter if we would want to admit it, sometimes we do cause a lot of the stress that we're experiencing. For me, for instance, what would have made my morning easier was probably washing the dishes before I go to sleep, or probably ironing all the clothes before I go to sleep. So, and that might seem simple, you might say, but my problem is greater than that. But no matter what, there's always a part that we have to play in a lot of the things that we go through. So remember, try to figure out what can you do to minimize some of the stresses in your life, to minimize some of the things that would cause you to get riled up, right? And not for, and remember, don't ever watch your brother. Don't watch what is happening next door, right? And think, oh, I'm less than, or or poor me, my situation so bad. Because if really and truly we believe who we serving, guys, this is only for a time. And my time might be the rest of my life. But if I know who I believe in, I know the story that, no, I shouldn't even call it a story. I know the promise that He's promised. Guys, all of these things doesn't even matter. Just thinking about the promises that He gave me, that there'll be no pain, no sorrow, no stress. We never have to study money when we arrive with our Savior. Always remember that. And truth be told, it's hard to remember that when we're in this situation. But I know my God. And I know the peace that I get when I think about the fact that He is always going to pull me through. He's always going to make that situation better. It may not be right now or next month or next year, but for sure, there'll be no pain, no sorrow to that home that we go. Have a good evening, everybody.